if you're about to go on a trip and you want to pack like a gangsta, like a G, then this is the video for you. By the end of this video, you're gonna be able to pack your suitcase like James Bond, Bruce Wayne, I don't know, whoever's cool, whoever can pack an awesome suitcase. But those are the two that come to mind for some reason. I can't think of anyone else better. But you're gonna be able to pack your suitcase luxuriously. You're gonna have peace of mind. You're gonna have just the essentials, all the stuff that you need and nothing more. And you're gonna have a sense of peace and calm because you're not gonna be clouded with it and packed with a bunch of stuff that you don't need. You're gonna be completely organized by the end of this video because I'm gonna show you how I pack for my trips, bringing just the things that I need so I don't feel like I need to bring anything else, because I pack for effectiveness and I pack for luxury and enjoyment on the trip. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So the first thing that I do, and I do this even before I start packing, is I get in the mindset of the character that I am, the character I built for myself. And the fun thing about this is, when you're a kid, all you can do is imagine, you know, being like your favorite character in the movies that you watch. You can only imagine. You don't really know how, unless you're a really gifted kid and you have like super intelligence and you figure this stuff out early. But you can't really truly be the character when you're a kid. You can dream of it, but the glorious thing of being an adult is you can be that character. You can go on the trip. You can go and learn how to run guns. You can go hike a mountain. You can become a character that you want to be. And that's what I've visioned in my mind, the character that I am and how that character would pack. So I used to think of myself as more of like a James Bond kind of character, but James Bond and I, we have a different personality. So I kind of think of myself more as like a Bruce Wayne. I speak, I speak with power. I speak to a lot of girls. I don't know. that's basically, I am who I am, and I don't apologize. And James Bond's more like the quiet, charming type. So I'm not quiet. So, but you want to get the character in mind, and then the fun part is packing your suitcase and being like that character. So let's get into it. You need to start off a luggage case. So you need a really good luggage case. And what I recommend, if you want to truly travel like James Bond or Bruce Wayne or whoever, like a G, you want to get a case that you can carry on and you don't need to put in the check luggage, because the check luggage, it slows you down. So that's the main thing. What I'll do is I'll pack everything that I need the night before I go. So I got my suitcase packed with the clothes that I'm gonna need. So what I do is, you probably see this a bit, what I do is I roll all my clothes, I roll everything so it fits nice in there, and I stack all my clothes at the back of the suitcase, just like that. And I'll have that ready the night before. So I'll wear what I'm gonna wear to the airport. I'll wear a coat, because it's cold here in Canada. And I'll wear what I need to the airport, and I'll pack this the night before. I'll have all the clothes in here. So that's set. And then I'll just keep this off to the side over here. Boom. That's all set. And I'll have my documents and everything already in the bag, all set. Now, what I have off camera here is, after I have my clothes and everything in there, I'll get all this stuff in the luggage the night before. So this is my content bag. This has my content gear that I'm going to be using to film, because this is how I pack my bag as a content creator. So I'll have the content bag. I'll throw that in just like that. And then I'll have one toiletry bag. So basically, you want one bag that you can fit content in about this big. Your main cameras and everything, like your gear and stuff. So one bag like that. Then a bag like this for your toiletry is fine. You know, I like to really pamper myself with luxury when it comes to grooming and stuff. So one of these bags is good for me. So if you have that, then you just put those right on top of your clothes there. I also have red light, really good for going to bed. And then I have this. This is actually what I'm filming on right now. This is the case for the camera that I'm filming right now. DJI Osmo Pocket. And this will fit perfectly right in the side here. So that's good. And then I have a separate bag for shaving stuff. I'm gonna keep this out because I might need this. And then my bag for my laptop, which I'll just fasten to the side. And that's really it. Like when it comes to packing these bags, just bring the equipment that you need to be able to film. That's why it's really important to choose your tools when you're a content creator wisely, so you can fit it in a small bag like that and you can travel with the stuff. If you have a big camera that you have to lug around everywhere, it's gonna be a little more difficult. That's why it's good to get something like the DJI Osmo Pocket. You can put in a little thing, and then all the accessories, and I have a drone in that bag. So, you know, you can bring your drone and stuff like that. And yeah, it's super easy, and then you know, it fits perfectly in that bag. Now, after you get that bag set up, the night before you go, you want to have everything that you're gonna be that you're still gonna be using some things, so you want to have those things out so you don't forget them. So I have my computer and a charging base and my phone all on this desk. You want to have only a few places where you keep your stuff. So I have some stuff there. I have my instructions for how to take care of my surgery that I just had there. So I can't forget that. I need to remember that. Then I have some jewelry and stuff here, and then my shaving stuff and case here. So you want to keep all your stuff out in the open so you don't forget anything, because you're going to feel like a dumbass if you forget your stuff when you're going to the airport. And that's the key. That's the key. Getting the bag ready the night before, having the stuff out that you need beforehand. And while you're getting all your stuff ready in your bags, you want to use that time to really think about the stuff that you need and the stuff that you don't need. I really narrowed down a lot of stuff, especially for grooming things, that I don't really need. I've collected through the years, and I ended up getting rid of some stuff that I actually don't need. You'll find in the time, a lot of times when you're traveling, that you've been carrying things with you, products or whatever it may be, that you don't really need, and you've just been, it's just a habit. You've formed a habit of using a certain product or a certain item for all those years, and you didn't really need it. So that's the glorious thing, and a really good benefit of going on trips is you'll find that you can let go of some things, and it takes a weight off your mind. The less things you have, the better, and that's the goal of packing for a trip. The less things that you can put in your bag, the better. And you'll learn how to live with less. In a world full of things and like people trying to sell you stuff all the time, we have a tendency of just adding and adding to our lives. What going on trips and adventures allows you to do is stripping away the things you don't need and just using the things that you do. So keep all that stuff in mind when you're going on your next trip, and I hope you got some value out of it. This is just me spitting some stuff spitting some knowledge at you guys of how I pack before going on my trip. And this is just one take, just basically documenting my packing the way I'm packing right now. So God bless. And yeah, baby, let's get the day. If you like the video, subscribe, click a thumbs up, comment if you have any questions about anything, and I'll put my IG in the bio. You can message me on there if you like. That is probably the most convenient way to get a hold of me. So God bless, and yeah, baby, let's get today.